For most people, becoming rich takes strategy, ambition, and a little bit of luck. But for one man, wealth wasn't something he chased, it was something that chased him. This is the unbelievable story of a monk who took a vow of poverty, only to become one of the wealthiest and most influential figures of his age. A man kings trusted more than their own treasurers. A man whose hands shaped fortunes, crafted treasures, and lifted entire communities out of suffering, all while personally owning nothing. Today, we're diving into the life of Saint Eligius, also known as the richest poor man in history. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're exploring how a humble monk became the financial backbone of medieval Europe. Eligius was born in France around the year 588. Nothing about his childhood suggested greatness, no royal blood, no noble lineage. But he had one gift, an extraordinary skill with metal. From a young age, he could shape gold and silver with such perfection that his work spread across the kingdom like a myth. And in a world where precious metals were currency, status, and power, talent like his didn't go unnoticed. His craftsmanship caught the attention of King Clotaire II, who ordered a magnificent golden throne from him. Eligius crafted it so flawlessly and used so little of the king's gold that Clotaire immediately elevated him to royal service. This moment changed the direction of his life forever. Once inside the palace, Eligius wasn't just making jewelry. He became the king's financial advisor, treasurer, and diplomat. He handled enormous sums: gold, silver, gems, sacred relics, tributes, taxes. And every time he proved he could be trusted, kings gave him more. But here's the twist: while surrounded by wealth, Eligius felt pulled in the opposite direction. The more riches passed through his hands, the less he wanted for himself. Eventually, he made a decision: he would renounce it all and dedicate his life to God. Eligius joined monastic life, taking vows of poverty, humility, and service. Yet the kings would not let him fade into obscurity. They continued sending him resources, sometimes entire wagonloads of gold and silver, asking him to create sacred artifacts for churches across Europe. His monastery soon became the center of a massive network of charity and craftsmanship. And instead of becoming rich, he gave every coin away. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the story, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more history mysteries and forgotten legends. Most wealthy men hide their riches. Eligius hid his generosity. Whenever he received payment for his work, he immediately turned around and gave it to prisoners he freed, hungry families, travelers, the disabled, and enslaved people he bought and set free. There are accounts of him walking through entire towns, emptying his monastery's storerooms until nothing was left. Then, when he had given everything away, he would start again. Because kingdoms kept sending him even more, he became a funnel of wealth. Gold came in, hope came out. By the end of his life, Eligius had moved more wealth across Europe than many nobles, bishops, or even small kingdoms. His impact wasn't just financial. He became a bishop, a counselor, and a reformer. His political influence was immense, and his spiritual influence was even greater. He helped establish churches, monasteries, and charities. He pushed for fair treatment of the poor, for the freeing of enslaved people, and for mercy and justice. And here's the part that truly cements his legacy: despite handling treasure after treasure, he died with nothing. His personal belongings were so few that the monks joked he'd have given away the clothes on his own body if they didn't keep an eye on him. Saint Eligius lived a life that shouldn't make sense. A poor man surrounded by riches, a monk who wielded more financial power than nobles, a craftsman whose gift brought him wealth he never kept. In a world obsessed with gaining more, his story becomes a reminder: greatness isn't just what you hold, it's what you give. Thanks for watching today's story. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next mystery from history. See you in the next one.